Scientists found a shark older than America. Imagine diving into the freezing waters of the Arctic Ocean and coming face to face with a creature that was already alive before the United States even existed. A creature that may have been swimming through the ocean when pirates ruled the seas. When Isaac Newton was changing science forever. And perhaps even before the first European settlers arrived in North America. It sounds impossible. Yet scientists have discovered a shark that can live for nearly 500 years. A shark so ancient that it has witnessed centuries of human history while silently roaming the dark waters of the Arctic. But what shocked researchers even more was the discovery that this creature may hold secrets that could completely change our understanding of aging, survival, and life itself. Tonight, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious animals ever discovered. The Greenland shark. And trust me, the truth is far more unbelievable than you think. Chapter 1, The Discovery That Shocked Scientists. For decades, fishermen occasionally reported strange encounters in the icy waters near Greenland and Iceland. The animal looked ancient. Its movements were unusually slow. Its eyes appeared cloudy and almost lifeless. Many believed it was simply another species of shark. Nothing special. Nothing extraordinary. But scientists soon realized they were dealing with something completely different. The Greenland shark is one of the largest carnivorous sharks on Earth. Growing over 20 feet long and weighing more than 1 ton, it silently patrols some of the coldest oceans on the planet. Unlike the great white shark, which relies on speed and power, the Greenland shark moves at an incredibly slow pace. In fact, it is one of the slowest sharks ever recorded. At first glance, this made no sense. How could such a slow predator survive in the harsh Arctic environment? The answer would lead researchers into one of the most astonishing discoveries in marine biology. Chapter 2, A Shark from Another Era. In 2016, scientists conducted a groundbreaking study. Instead of examining bones, they analyzed proteins found inside the shark's eyes. What they discovered left the scientific community stunned. Several Greenland sharks were estimated to be between 300 and 500 years old. One individual may have been born around the year 1500. Think about that for a moment. When this shark was already swimming through the Arctic Ocean. Leonardo da Vinci was still alive. The Ottoman Empire was one of the world's most powerful civilizations. The United States did not exist. Modern cars had not been invented. Electricity was not yet being used. This single animal may have witnessed more human history than any living vertebrate ever recorded. Suddenly, the Greenland shark was no longer just another shark. It became a biological time capsule. A living survivor from another age. Chapter 3, Why does it live so long? Scientists quickly began asking an important question. How is this even possible? Why does the Greenland shark live so much longer than almost every other vertebrate on Earth? The answer may lie in its environment. The Arctic Ocean is incredibly cold. These freezing temperatures dramatically slow the shark's metabolism. Its heart beats slowly. Its movements are slow. Even its growth is slow. Researchers estimate that Greenland sharks grow less than 1 centimeter per year. Imagine that. A shark may spend more than 100 years simply reaching adulthood. Most animals spend their entire lives in less time than it takes a Greenland shark to mature. This extremely slow lifestyle may be the secret behind its extraordinary lifespan. But scientists believe there is something even more remarkable happening inside its body. Something hidden within its cells. Something that could one day help humans understand aging itself. Chapter 4, The Secret Inside Its DNA. Every second, the cells in our bodies experience damage. Over time, that damage accumulates. Aging begins. Organs weaken. Disease appears. Eventually, life comes to an end. But Greenland sharks seem to age at a dramatically slower rate. Researchers are studying whether special genetic mechanisms help repair cellular damage more effectively than in most animals. If scientists can understand these mechanisms, the implications could be enormous. Future treatments for age-related diseases. New medical breakthroughs. Perhaps even ways to extend healthy human lifespan. The Greenland shark has become much more than a marine curiosity. It has become a scientific treasure. A living laboratory hidden beneath Arctic ice. Chapter 5: The Dark Side of Survival. Despite its incredible lifespan, life is far from easy. The Arctic Ocean is one of the harshest environments on Earth. Temperatures remain near freezing. Food can be scarce. Visibility is often poor. Yet somehow, Greenland sharks continue to thrive. They eat fish, seals, and even the remains of large animals that sink to the ocean floor. Some researchers have even found evidence suggesting they occasionally feed on polar bears that die and drift into the sea. Nothing is wasted in the Arctic. And the Greenland shark takes full advantage of every opportunity to survive. But perhaps the strangest fact of all is that many Greenland sharks are nearly blind. Tiny parasites attach themselves to the shark's eyes. Over time, these parasites can severely damage vision. Yet the sharks continue navigating the dark ocean depths with remarkable efficiency. It is a creature perfectly adapted for a world few other animals could survive. Ending. While empires rose and fell. While wars changed the course of history. While humanity transformed the planet. The Greenland shark continued its slow journey through the Arctic darkness. Silent. Patient. Ancient. A living reminder that nature still holds secrets beyond our imagination. And somewhere beneath the Arctic ice right now, there may be a shark swimming through the darkness that was already alive before the United States was born. A creature carrying centuries of untold history. Waiting for science to uncover its next secret. Part 2. Chapter 6: The Shark That Grows Up in Slow Motion. Imagine being born today. Now imagine not becoming an adult until the year 2175. It sounds impossible. But for the Greenland shark, that is close to reality. Scientists estimate that females may not reach reproductive age until they are around 150 years old. Think about that. Most animals live, reproduce, and die before a Greenland shark even reaches adulthood. This is one of the slowest life cycles ever discovered in a vertebrate. Every year, the shark grows only a tiny amount. While other predators rush through life, the Greenland shark seems to exist on an entirely different timeline. It is almost as if nature pressed a slow-motion button. And that raises a disturbing question. What happens if humans accidentally disrupt a species that takes centuries just to replace itself? The answer is more alarming than most people realize. Chapter 7: A Species in Danger. For hundreds of years, Greenland sharks were hunted for their liver oil. Long before modern fuels became common, their massive livers were considered valuable. Thousands of sharks were killed. At the time, nobody understood what was being lost. Scientists had no idea these animals could live for centuries. Imagine unknowingly killing a creature that had survived since the 1600s. A living witness to 4 centuries of history. Today, Greenland sharks face new threats. Climate change is altering Arctic ecosystems. Commercial fishing operations accidentally catch them. Pollution is spreading into even the most remote parts of the ocean. Because they reproduce so slowly, populations recover at an extremely slow rate. Losing even a small number of sharks can have consequences lasting generations. Some experts worry that humanity may damage this ancient species before we fully understand it. Chapter 8: The Mystery of Their Toxic Flesh. Now the story becomes even stranger. The flesh of a Greenland shark is poisonous. At least, if eaten fresh. Its tissues contain high levels of compounds that can affect the nervous system. Consuming raw meat can cause symptoms similar to severe intoxication. Dizziness. Confusion. Loss of coordination. In extreme cases, serious health problems. For this reason, most predators avoid eating Greenland sharks. But humans discovered a way around this problem. In Iceland, people developed a traditional process that involves burying and fermenting the meat for months. Only after this lengthy preparation can it be safely consumed. Even then, many visitors describe the taste and smell as unforgettable. And not always in a good way. The Greenland shark seems determined to remain mysterious. Even its flesh hides secrets. Chapter 9, The Ancient Hunter. One question continues to puzzle scientists. How does such a slow shark catch fast-moving prey? The Greenland shark rarely swims faster than a leisurely pace. Yet researchers have found evidence that it feeds on seals. Animals that are normally much faster and more agile. So how is this possible? Some scientists believe the shark relies on stealth. In the darkness of Arctic waters, visibility is limited. A sleeping seal may never realize danger is approaching. Others suggest the shark takes advantage of weakened, injured, or unsuspecting animals. Whatever the explanation, it works. For centuries, this ancient predator has survived where countless others would fail. Proof that speed is not always the key to survival. Sometimes patience wins. Chapter 10, A Living Time Machine. Imagine if this shark could speak. What stories would it tell? It may have been alive when Galileo studied the stars. It may have been swimming through Arctic waters during the reign of kings and emperors whose names now appear only in history books. It survived world wars, industrial revolutions, technological revolutions, the rise of the internet, and every major event that transformed human civilization. While humanity rushed forward, the Greenland shark continued its slow journey beneath the ice. Unseen, unknown, unchanged. It is one of the closest things we have to a living time machine. A creature connecting our modern world to a distant past. Chapter 11, What Scientists Hope to Learn. The Greenland shark is no longer just an animal. It is a scientific opportunity. Researchers around the world are studying its biology. They want to understand how its cells resist aging. How its DNA remains stable. How its body avoids many of the problems associated with old age. The answers could have enormous implications. New treatments for age-related diseases. Better understanding of longevity. Insights into how life survives under extreme conditions. Every discovery raises new questions. And every question reveals how little we truly know. The Greenland shark reminds us that some of nature's greatest mysteries are still waiting to be solved. Final chapter, The Creature That Outlived Generations. Right now, somewhere beneath the Arctic Ocean, an ancient shadow is moving through the darkness. Slowly. Silently. Patiently. Perhaps it was born before your country existed. Perhaps it was alive before electricity illuminated cities. Perhaps it has witnessed more history than any human who has ever lived. And yet it asks a question that scientists are still struggling to answer. How can a creature survive for centuries? The Greenland shark challenges everything we think we know about aging, survival, and the limits of life itself. It is not just one of the oldest sharks on Earth. It is one of the oldest living vertebrates ever discovered. A biological mystery. A survivor from another era. And a reminder that even in the 21st century, our planet still hides secrets capable of astonishing the world. So the next time you think humanity has discovered everything worth knowing, remember the ancient shark swimming beneath Arctic ice. A creature older than nations. Older than modern civilization. And perhaps carrying secrets that could change the future forever. End.